morning all. We know we have not been taking classes of physics for 2 days. So we are back with our physics classes on electricity. I will revise and teach a very little part today so that from Monday we can start fresh with whatever we have done till now. I will revise till here. We said electricity is a form of energy and it involves the flow of charges. That is, we study electric current. There are two types of charges: static charges and dynamic charges. Static charges are charges at rest and dynamic charges are charges which move. Static charges are studied under a separate branch of physics called electrostatic, and dynamic charges are studied in current electricity. We also studied that charges have different properties. We said charges, like charges, repel, and unlike charges, attract. We studied charges can be added or subtracted. Charges are quantized, that is, they can stay independently, and charges are conserved. We said charges can be produced by rubbing. That is, when an glass rod is rubbed with silk, it acquires what charge? Positive charge. And when an ebonite rod is rubbed with wool, it acquires what charge? Negative charge. Then we studied what? Coulomb's law for static charges. We said Coulomb's law basically says that if there are two charges, Q1 and Q2, separated by a small distance d from each other, then the force acting between them is directly proportional to the product of magnitude of charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. If I combine 1 and 2, I get F is proportional to Q1 Q2 by d square, which means if I remove proportionality sign, I multiply it with a constant k Q1 Q2 by d square. If k is equal to 1, F is equal to Q1 Q2 by d square. What should I know? I should know that if I want to increase the force, I should increase the magnitude or value of these charges, or I should decrease the distance, because distance is inversely proportional. Then we started studying current, and we said current is basically the flow of charges per unit time. We denoted current as I, which is equal to Q by T. Q is measured in coulomb, time is measured in second, and current is measured in what? Ampere. So 1 ampere is 1 coulomb by 1 second. How do you define 1 ampere? You say when 1 coulomb of charge flows through a cross section of a conductor in 1 second, it constitutes a current of 1 ampere. We studied that the instrument to measure current is called as ammeter. Ammeter is always connected in series because it is a device of low resistance and more current should flow through it. After that, we studied that SI unit of charge is coulomb, and 1 coulomb is defined as when a body contains 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 electron, it is said to possess a charge of 1 coulomb. Then we talked about potential. Electric potential is defined as the amount of work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to the point of work. But as we do not really take in a broader perspective, we study what? Potential difference. We say the amount of work done in bringing a unit positive charge from one end of the conductor to the other end in an electric field is called as potential difference. How do we denote potential difference mathematically? V is equal to W by Q. W is measured in joules, Q is measured in coulombs. So we say 1 volt is equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb. How do you define 1 volt? When 1 joule of work is done in taking a unit positive charge of 1 coulomb from one end of the conductor to the other end in an electric field, it is said to have a potential difference of 1 volt. The instrument to measure potential difference? Voltmeter. An instrument which maintains potential difference? Cell or a battery. Because cell or a battery creates the potential difference. So always understand, an instrument to potential difference is voltmeter. The instrument which measures potential difference is voltmeter. Voltmeter is always connected in parallel because it is a device of high resistance and less current should flow through it. If it is connected in series, it will blast. Then we studied circuit. We said a closed continuous path of electric current is called electric circuit. There are two types of circuit. Once when the key is closed, which is called as closed circuit, and the current flows from positive terminal to the negative terminal. One when the key is open, it is called as open circuit and the current does not flow. What is the difference in the plug key? If I write like this is open circuit. If I write like this with a dot, it is what circuit? Closed circuit. I have taught you open and closed circuit. Then we studied different electrical symbols. Now today we will talk about flow of charges in electric conductor. Today we will talk about flow of charges in electric conductor. Flow of charges in electric conductor. Okay. So if I take a part of a conductor, andre ಒಂದು ವೈರ್ದು ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, okay, if I take a small cross section of a wire or a cross section of a conductor, I will find the electrons are arranged in a haphazard manner. The electron keeps moving wherever it wants. It has a metal has electrons. So in a conductor, all the electrons keep moving haphazardly. They do not move in a regularized fashion. But when this conductor is connected to a cell or a battery, you will find the electrons arrange themselves. Which is the house of the electron? Electron is negatively charged. So the negative part of the cell. That is, now what happens? Now, the moment it is connected to a cell or a battery, electrons always will flow from the negative terminal to the positive terminal. The electrons will flow from the negative terminal to the positive terminal. So the direction of electrons is from negative to positive. This current is called as what? Electronic current. Electronic current or the direction of electrons is always from negative terminal to positive terminal. But the direction of current which we follow, we learned addition first. When we were small, we first learned addition and subtraction. Always positive is much better. Even when you multiply, whole numbers are much better than decimals. So same way, we always consider the flow of electrons from positive terminal to negative terminal. Andre, current always flows opposite to the flow of electron. If I say electrons are moving from A to B, what will be the direction of current? From B to A. So if the electron, proton, if electron moves from negative to positive terminal, current always flows from positive to negative terminal. So what we studied, that when you take a small piece of a conductor, the electrons inside the conductors are arranged haphazardly. But when they are connected to a cell or a battery, the electrons start moving from the negative terminal to the positive terminal. And the current flows opposite to the flow of electrons. This is given in the notes. Let us open the textbook and I will tell you till where to read so that I can start Ohm's law from Monday. See, you have to study. This is what I taught today, this golden blocks, flow of charge in a wire. Okay? we done this part? Have we done the exercise question of 202? Please see. Have we done the exercise questions of page number 202? No. So please write, name a device that helps to maintain the potential difference. Just now I said, to maintain the potential difference we use cell or a battery. What is meant by saying that the potential difference between 2 points is 1 volt? You will write definition of 1 volt. You will say, when 1 joule of work is done in carrying a charge of 1 coulomb from one end of the conductor to the other end in an electric field. How much energy is given to each coulomb of charge passing through a 6 volt battery? We have done this. You can check in your notebook. Okay, but still I will solve. How much energy is given to each coulomb of charge? Energy means work. So V is equal to what? W by Q. Q is what? 1 coulomb. V is 1 volt. So, sorry, V is how many volts? 6 volts I think. So you have V as 6 volt. W is equal to what? VQ. So W is equal to 6 into 1, which is equal to what joule? 6 joules. It marks it. We have studied circuit diagram. We have studied electric symbols. So I have finished till page number 203. From 203, we will start our classes on Monday. Thank you.